All right. Welcome to Potter County Patina, guys, the place that you come to watch me do everything 3 times and wrong probably twice. If I get it right once, at least I know I won on that deal. Welcome back. We've got a lot to do in a short time to get it done. I've got a beautiful day today that I can work all day, and I've got a little bit of time tomorrow. So what we're going to do is try to get the belts, the hoses, the fuel lines, the transmission lines ran. Get everything done on the front accessory drive. I've got to get that bed back off. Before I do, I need to mock up a few things. This is going to be all the small stuff. I'm going to take you guys with me on some of this. Some of it I'm not. I've got a lot to do in a short time to get it done. However, with that being said, man, I appreciate you guys being here. This is going to be a new video on this little part of this series, and this is where it all counts. And if I've done everything right, everything should just slip right in, fit right on, and that sort of thing. So, with that being said, let's get it on. Alright, so front accessory drive is done, got belts on. Belt numbers for both are 15440s, so that worked out well. Same belts, both won, everything cinched down, power steering pump's full. I did pull the fuel line off there. I'm going to go ahead and raise this up. I'm going to put a time lapse on and get the bed off there, because I got to start running hoses, lines, and get this thing off the ground. So, just wanted to touch base on that. Let me show you guys this right quick while I'm thinking about this. So we have our drive shaft. If you're looking at this, it's not touching in between there, and this is all the way aired out. I think we're gonna be good. I do have to notch out around this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out a little bit more, and I'm gonna adjust this plate that's under here. If you can see what I've got going on there, that carrier bearing, I'm gonna try to get the transmission jacked up a little more and reset these angles before I burn all this in. I think that would be just fine. However, I'm not entirely sure, and I would like to be that way. So I'm gonna pull this drive shaft out so I can roll it back and forth. I've got that transmission linkage. I've got the transmission in park. So I'm gonna get the drive shaft out so I can roll this back and forth. But I'll take you through that as I go. All right. Let's do a midday update. Lots done. The weather's horrible. I'm about to have to go get my kid, or one of my kids, and fight this stuff. I'm looking at my to-do list. Got the belts, hoses, radiator hose, transmission lines are ran. Half the fuel lines ran. Got the belts on, power steering and alternator. I got the drive shaft figured out, water pump shimmed out an 1/8 inch. The light harnesses are ran. I finished trimming the bed. I removed the bed. Removed the old stainless fuel lines. So, making headway. Still got a bunch to do. Everything's just sitting there. I'm about to literally take off and go pick up the youngest chitlin. I got that transmission shim, or the end of the transmission jacked back up. I like it better when it's sitting a little flatter. It was leaning back quite a ways. I think what I might do is just get a big heim joint and put it on one of the 4-link bars where I can adjust it. That's going to be the best bet instead of keep going back and forth. When I get back, I'm going to go ahead and trim that other fender, the driver's side fender here, put it on. When I did this one, I just cut out the big wells on it, made some little relief cuts, bent that little rim up, and there's plenty of clearance. So I'm gonna get that done. That way I can run the harness through this one. Golly, I still gotta do those. I can pull the wheels off and do that. So it's not too big of a deal. I still gotta run the hot wire for the distributor, the 12-volt source. I've got this figured out. So that's the sending unit. That's not a fuel pump. So now I've got to get these aren't even tubed to the bottom of the tank. So that's got to be plumbed in or find a line or something. I didn't know that that was it. I should have checked that long before now. Battery cables are in, fuel lines are in. Got another fuel filter sitting back here, still got to pull the bracket on it. I don't have the fuel line and the battery line run together. They're same side of the frame, but one's top, one's bottom. I've got to go through this fuel wiring harness and figure out which ones are my source for my sending unit. I didn't know that was a sending unit. That's actually good. I still got to cut that out. Excuse me, I haven't pulled out any of the fab tools. I'm just trying to get some stuff ran. Got the harness sitting to the back here. Of course, I've broke a couple of lamps since I call them lamps. Most people call them bulbs. I broke a few of those. Not a big deal. But anyway, just all the small stuff. When I get back, I'm going to jump in the cab and pull those gauges so I can reroute those, because I'm getting a different instrument cluster. That way I can have all the dash lights and everything. That would bug me. So I'm gonna get that done. Still got to pull the wiper. I still got a bunch to do, guys. Just wanted to recap on that right quick, and I'll be right back. Well, there's definitely been some good progress go down today, and I'm pretty pleased about that. So I've got to get more hose clamps. It's a little later in the evening. I got to get more fuel line clamps. I just need one more. And some more, another Christmas tree bit. I can't find either one of mine. I have two of them, and one I broke. So I may have thrown it away. I don't know. But anywho, I thought I would catch up with you guys, let y'all know what's going on. Give me just a second. Let me grab my little pink stool. My little Crayola stool. So we've got a wire in for the high beam and low beam. The little pigtails. I busted them off when I did it the first time, or when I pulled them off, which isn't a big deal. So we're gonna do that. And I thought I'd just catch up with you guys while we're in the process of it. So that's that. You can't see on the refrigerator. We got quite a bit of stuff done today. Tomorrow's going to be really windy too, so I won't be working tomorrow. I'll be out here, which kind of helps. I still need, the only thing I have buttoned up on the engine is I got to put one of those little, oh, what are they called? The cool little assembly for your return spring on your carburetor. I need to put one of those on. And when I went into town earlier, they didn't have one at the O'Reilly's that I go to. So I'll go do it tomorrow when I'm out running estimates. We'll go pick some up. But anyhow, I thought I would just touch base with you guys. We've got just about everything buttoned up. It don't look like I'll be starting it today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe over the weekend, who knows. I'm not in a big hurry to start it. I did get all the transmission lines ran and all that stuff, so I'm just putting heat shrink on here if you're wondering what I'm doing. So, because if I don't do it now, I'll forget it. I'll have to cut it back apart and put it on there. Ask me how I know. Let's see. I think that's about it. Not much else happening. So, there's probably no need to sit here and hang out with me. I'm not all that fun or exciting. So I will go ahead and clip this, cut this, and I may add it, I may not. You guys will never know until you see it, so. Anywho's. Ladies and gentlemen, on today's episode of What Can You Wreck in a Garage, we're gonna leave you hanging. On What Can You Fix, we got shit done. My buddy Sean Ratliff is here. If you know him, good. If you don't, then you're missing out. He come by early this morning. We started on this. He jumped on the engine bay. I jumped on the battery box and all the small stuff in the back. We did do a preliminary bust off. And, I mean, without a hitch, it fired right up. So on this, we're going to bust this off here in just a few minutes and get the carburetor tuned, get everything kind of where we know what's what and where's where. So this would be a good time for you to run to the bathroom, get you something to drink, because we're fixing to get into it in just a second. So fair warning, if you're on headphones, turn down the volume. This is raw headers, so it's going to be loud. We'll catch up with you in just a second. All right, and we're live. Yeah, no leaks back here, so we're golden. Need a key on? No, I got it. So if I remember right, on this, on the ports on the front, top is for distributor, bottoms for transmission, yes. Bottom being manifold, top being top end carburetor.
That's it.
Cool.
Ready to make noise?
Ready.
power in it, and we'll run it a little bit longer.
Yeah. I don't have any more power steering.
Oh, okay. That worked out way too well.
That's what's up.
It was
Oh yeah, she's got some pressure
a
in
little
it.
warm. Hey, put that stray piece of tape on the header. That makes smoke.
I think I got red here. I got red or green. This one's the 4. That's water. So, red. That's water. Got it.
Hey, you made noise.
No, she sounded good too. That's kind of the deal when I went through that. I figured, because I mean, obviously it was balanced, but I was like, I didn't see a cam number on it. There wasn't a cam button spacer that they put on the front, or those little tabs, or. So I was like, well, maybe they did. That closed.
Nothing running out. We hadn't made a mess on the floor yet. Keep trying.
So far, we're winning.
Yes.
I can get more antifreeze. Drink some water, put antifreeze in there.
Sounded pretty good, right at 20 degrees behind.
Is it 20?
Yeah. It seemed happy with that. We'll see how it starts. May have to slow it down just a little bit for kickback on starting.
Tell me I'm not the only one that has 7 jugs in freezing here and all of them are full of water.
I thought that was normal.
I know I had 2 of them. We may have used it in Toby's truck.
I wouldn't know what to do if I had antifreeze there. See, now you made a mess on the floor. Good job.
Good. That's the way I like it.
You just couldn't get away without making a mess on the floor, could you?
Nope.
Okay. As long as you get all the mess. Yeah, that's sitting. It seems happy.
Yep, seemed like it. You ready for some fuel pressure?
Absolutely. We'll turn on the
key.
make the key make power.
So that thing's got 7 pounds, that little pump?
Yeah.
That's pretty good for being way back there.
Yes.
It's what, 5.5? I didn't think it'd have the 3 coming from way back in the truck.
Either our temperature gauge is doing funny things, or we have an airlock.
Probably an airlock. What's the temperature gauge saying?
210.
Yeah. Even 210's high for an airlock off 30 seconds of runtime. Or I would think. Yeah, I heard some bubbling. Yeah. You want me to pour a big old wash of gullet down there?
Absolutely. Let's fill up that thermostat. It'll needle and sleep.
Well,
hey, look, you found antifreeze. After all the antifreeze you looked for, you found the last one. And you poured all over my hand. Thank you.
yeah. What are things for?
Absolutely.
So now we have a little orange and a little green in there. Drain that out and put some fresh shit in there.
Is it one of those, if I can't make you sticky, it ain't no fun or what?
Right. That's it. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
That's it. Took a little bit.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Just to the edge of my fingernail.
Just being cautious, sir.
Oh no, yeah. I get it. Pulling header heat?
It should.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. It's an inch and a half away.
Yeah.
All right, you guys seen enough. We're gonna get a few things buttoned up and we'll be right back at it. So, we know that it runs. What? Man, it fired right up. Sean is so good at what he does. Guys, I'm stoked to have him out here. He's such a good friend, such a good dude. He owns a business, Bad Habit Motorsports. If you guys are in Amarillo, around the Amarillo area, he knows what he's doing. He works on cool stuff all the time. His shop, I love going to his shop, and I don't ever want to go just to hang out because he's busy. He's real busy. But this is right up his alley, and when he offered, I took him up on it. It helped me sleep. I was like, yes, it was something I was looking forward to. And I always like coming out here, but it's nice to know because he's like, he'll adjust valve. I mean, like, he's so good. Like, it makes it so easy. And it helps. But anyhow, guys, this thing fires up. It doesn't drive. We haven't got the drive shaft in it. We broke it in. Engine sounds good. I've got a bolt hitting on a pulley. I need to do a little clearancing on it. That's what there's a screeching noise in there. But other than that, man, it sounds strong. It sounds healthy. It's got great oil pressure. It's just, dude, I'm stoked about it. This is a huge turning point. If you know, you know. If you don't, you just don't. But anytime you build something like this and you fire up an unknown engine for the first time, well, we knew about it, but it just, thank goodness. Everything worked out. The torque converter bolts, nothing's leaking. Wasn't a leak. Like I said, we got a screech from a pulley that's hitting a bolt that doesn't quite clearance. And I mean, it's just enough to make a noise. He got all the dome lights working, which is so cool. I love having dome lights. We just went ahead and put the new pin switches in. He wired up the dash. He's like, okay, let's do this, this, and this. He jumps in the back on the wiring harness, and he's like, this is your signal wire for your fuel sending unit. This. I mean, just he's so fast and efficient at it. He didn't, you know, like, I needed a book, and he just done, you know. But anyway, Sean, thank you, buddy. Man, I certainly appreciate it. I owe you a big one. For you guys that are hanging out, I certainly appreciate it. There's a lot of new subscribers, man. Welcome aboard. This is Potter County Patina. I crack jokes all the time and tell you this is where you're going to come to see me do things wrong 3 times and you know, that sort of thing. I'm nobody special. I'm just a guy that has a nice shop behind his house, and I enjoy automotive stuff, and I have for years, and I just try to build cool stuff and do it to the best of my ability with what I have available, whether it being used parts, old parts, new parts, cash parts, trading parts. It doesn't matter to me. I enjoy this type of stuff. So to you guys, welcome aboard. I hope you find something in this channel you find useful. And if you're just following the build, man, this is going to be a cool one. Check out some of the previous videos, man. This is where it all started. Like I said, you'll catch along. I've never air rided anything. So there's a lot of reading for me and searching up and doing this and doing that. I'm not just winging it. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. But our little $500 truck whiskey dent is now a running machine. Should be driving in the next few weeks. I'm going to take the drive shaft and drop it off, and all the brakes are bled. We should be in pretty good shape. But thank you, Sean. Welcome aboard to you new guys, to all the OGs that have been here from the first video. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate your enthusiasm and all the love you've been showing me, man. It keeps me going. I appreciate that. And until the next one, guys, man, cheers and peace. Potter County Patina. I'm going to call the draw here. I'm done for the week. I'm going to go love on the family and drink some Kool-Aid. Until next time, take care of yourself.